MLA Nuklutoshi Longkamer Bajai Taka 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly 8th session de government schools taka upgradation karne criteria or guidelines asana nai koigina sawal othaise itu he noigina state te thaka private schools taka recognition nimide criteria khan rakhi dia opor pi hutise Nuklutoshi brakushi ki guidelines namanigena schools khulia ro bishi sarkar nahole bi private schools khan bhal bra study nukurigina bishi ulaise Nuklutoshi brakushi ki qualified teachers thaka sarkar schools khande students nathaki gina khali thage aro itudo sabole lagi aro assessment lobole lage Nuklutoshi bra students nathaka sarkar schools khan dusra lokot merge kurubule aro kunba schools to bond kurubule suggest kurise sawal upor chief minister Dr. Nipirio bra jawab dishe details sai sabo
Speaker sir, I am totally satisfied with the answer. So I will not ask supplementary question, but I have some suggestions to be made. Itu Nagaland creation of government schools, recognition of private schools to prestige issue mishna competition ekta mishna collection of trophy mishna ekta kunai project till 1980s government schools can properly run with enough students ajikali do because of random creation of government high schools, government schools and private schools without ascertaining the proper guideline. We have guidelines, but without ascertaining proper guidelines. Every village, township has come up with countless government schools, private schools. Even guideline to go ground is not a school. So I have found many schools without proper playgrounds also. That means criteria was not followed, guideline was not followed. There are 3-4 government schools, middle schools, and uncountable private schools within a span of 1-2 kilometers. Population be a certain big Guranai. Man pishi government schools within 1-2 kilometers, 2-3-4 government schools, high schools, ME schools. Itu mesti itu tu pishi problem ho jaise. Aro poila tu government school di man iti staff to gorigina pishi manu officers kambi ho jaise. Ajikali so ki hoji government school di probably manun mon nai aru teachers can be government school lai man qualified kani aju ke hoji itu ki train ke baat le ho jai government school di pro mon nai so private school aru dati tu well qualified teachers can be nai actually ko bole itu ke ba ekta kuldi ta je department bi itu olok ascertain gorigna re-examine gorigna itu guru bole kam ekta ase Our advisor school education are minister in charge, honorable chief minister. We see exercise for education department. I appreciate that. Only we are deeply look sabulagi. Aro edu PC government school, aro private school ga tukul watu di recognize kurugol bi ase saigina. Student daga private school bi gomdi daga. Aro edu government school di student gomdi hado idukan school to share kore to ekta government high school di teachers parabi gomdi student nagana aru itu sub tinda jada within 1 kilometers 2 kilometers school to itu student to share kora na hoy itu with the concerned citizen of that area, particular area, like village council or with the town committee people, or with that very concerned area citizens, consult Kurina, itu kunoba tu merge school government high school kan merge kuri dibo lagi aro kunoba tu town kuri kina itu kunoba tu phone kuru itu tangan lo cancel kuri na kunola government high school kun la school tu phone kuru lagi no itu last day itu end of the day concerned Americans blame sub kamu election time dina itu tayar kami phone kuru je itu MLA gorde American school phone kuru je na ka reaction itu pura with proper consultation and then let them also decide which school to be closed down. Enaka korne baal hubuna ki enaka ekta suggestion diya se aro ekta tebuli monjat to itu reservation policy to itu AFND kiba babachidi kinaka ho itu to disani ame I am not so believe American so-called advanced district TV underprivileged groups of people as there, about 20%. Itu bara FND, NBU itu reservation tu jai boleh bi American advanced district TV American underprivileged kan as itu angki tu reservation rakili palo ko ina ekta suggestion ko as. Like and Tongbang Ozogon constituency Pangsang area tu jang pusti asilo. Yang MD all new Japa na itu kan tu ekdam itu underprivileged kan nasi Muklu district TV dengan privilege memang kiban orang korban nopare Tuisang district TV I mean itu ENB udah TV dengan privilege lepas dia police constable recruitment nanti bisi orang top paisi deh dengan itu misalnya aro other advanced district kan TV inaga pocket thing itu reservation kuru boleh cakap situ pura itu reservation policy itu orang change kuru kena itu reformation kuru kena inaga kuru kena cakap ni aro judi event di kuru kena cakap nabi kaman itu reservation itu kuila bisnai tak kau boleh itu ambil bapa na tu advanced district laga 20% to be hade kena 50% reservation tu kaman di kuru ni baal hubuna ka naka itu suggestion diya. Thank you.
So the questioner has brought a very pertinent question, and his expression about the problems the school education has, I want to share a little genesis. So when I took over the Chief Minister office in 2003, we checked the census of 2001, and the growth rate was too much. That's how we rejected the census, and we pleaded that we want to make another exercise, but the census office did not allow. They don't have such practices. So over the years, our census has not been correct. I've been telling that in this house time and again. Starting from 1971, 1961, there was no proper census. That was the peak of insurgency, and people were not willing to come for registering their names also. It was starting from 71. 1971, census was little over 40%. 81, 91, it is more than 50% decadal growth rate of 10 years. Then 2001, census was, all this time, all India growth rate, decadal growth rate was about 20%. But in 2021, Nagaland, we have gone up to 64%, 0.58%. It's an abnormal growth rate. And in some district, even the growth rate was more than 100%. 100, 90, 80. So our average was 64.58%. But when we conducted, with the help of the civil societies, the churches, you are aware, 2011, our census was, decadal growth rate was minus 0.58% minus. Our census was less by 11,800. So it became history. Our growth rate also became a history. And that year, decadal growth rate minus also created a history. I think our people are not honest. We have to admit. And we don't have accurate census. That's why planning is very difficult to and accurately do. The mistake of this, what the questioner, Nuklutoshi, Honorable MLA, is questioning and what he is saying is true. Looking at 2001 census, in that period, all India, in the parliament, they had passed a bill. Right to education. So, right to education, when they look at Nagaland census, and they give a guidelines to the, from Human Resources Ministry to the Education Department was, if you have this much population in the state, in the village, then you can create new school, upgrade your school, or you can run like that. And because of that guidelines, without population, many schools were created, teachers were appointed, upgraded, teachers were appointed. Later on, within 2 years, Ministry had written to Govt of Nagaland School Education Department, why you are not bringing the children to school? Why your school enrollments are nil or single digit? Because there was no children. It is inflating the census. So I think this is a very serious issue. And today, School Education Department, with the support of the whole cabinet, we have been sitting again and again, setting up committees, and going all the scrutinies, nil schools, single-digit schools, some school teachers are more than students, so you have to readjust. So, nil school and single digits, we are clumping up the schools to the nearest school. And redeployment of teachers is going on. What he is saying is the exact position. So this time, census is coming again. It is little late, but 2026-27, census is going to start. And for that census, we took it as very important. And that's how tomorrow, whole day, we're going to discuss about census. We have to make accurate census. And later on, biometric or your Aadhaar card, your bank accounts, is all going to be biometric. Therefore, if we make our multiple entries of census, there will be a time when you are found that you have multiple entries, you will face consequences. Your bank account will not function, your ration card, your driving license, all your system will fail. And therefore, we have to be more serious this time. And therefore, it is very pertinent that tomorrow we discuss at length, and the election department will come and give us briefing. And all the honorable MLAs should take it to your constituency, your district. In the district planning board also, you should have thorough meeting. And you should involve the civil societies, the churches, and the leaders, so that we come out with more accurate census. This is one request, and for the information of the House, for the reservation of backward quotas or the administrative reforms. There are criteria, there are guidelines, but political compulsions where somewhere over-administrated, some not doing justice in some areas. And therefore we have already set up a committee to go into this. And they will be functioning simultaneously about that exercise. Both the reservation policy and also other issues. Therefore, I think that part reservation, we have to do justice. Everybody wants to be in the reservation, to be declared backward, or every group want a separate district. There are so many still demand for district, for upgradations. So there has to be a limit. We have to follow the criteria. We have to follow the guidelines. Otherwise, governance will become impossible. So with that submission, for the benefit of the House, I give my opinion. Thank you.